Welcome, ladies, to day 2 of the 21 days of flow. We are going for it again. So guys, for those of you joining, let me know that you guys can hear me. We had a tech situation in the last video, which was so funny. Part of life, right? So welcome everybody. I'm excited to have you today in day 2 of the 21 days of flow, where I'm going live every day for the next 21 days, sharing with you tips, stories, techniques, clearings on how you can really master your energy in life to have an epic life and business in flow. So who's excited? So guys, let me know if you guys can hear me properly. Can hear you now. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for the feedback. Great. So today in this video, I'm going to share with you, do we need to work hard to make money? Do we need to work hard to create success? I'm going to talk a little bit about that and what I've learned in my own journey about this. And the limitation around that concept, okay, that is actually can be costing you so much money and so much everything, right? So much relationships too. I'm also going to be sharing with you how I failed in my first marathon. For those of you who know me, I am not the best exercise person, you can say. And I'm going to share with you what I learned from that experience that can help you create a lot of success in your life so you don't make the same mistakes, okay? And I'm also going to be sharing with you today the one thing that's really going to help you create success consistently. One question I get a lot from so many people all around the world, it's like, Sherina, I want to make money, I want to create success, but I want to have consistent success. Not like, I don't want to feel like I'm in this roller coaster ride of up and down. So today we're going to talk about that roller coaster ride, and we're going to talk about how to really create that consistent results so you can really be thriving, okay? So who is ready for day 2? If you're ready for day 2 on Instagram and on Facebook, let me know. Hit me in the comments and say, I'm ready for day 2. I am ready to be in flow. Just hit me a comment saying, I am ready to be in flow. And if you're watching the replay of this, make sure you hit me up either way. I am responding to the comments. I am reading the comments. It's so much fun. It feels so much better, guys, that you guys are communicating with me, not me talking alone, which can be a little bit boring for me. So I like having you guys speaking to me. Awesome. Dolka, Gail, hey guys, Jenny, Yelena. Awesome, Jocelyn, you are ready to be in flow. Who else is ready? Biggie, ready. Awesome. For day 2, Dolka, great. Nai, I am so excited for you. Awesome. So guys, let's talk about this. And then first and foremost, I want to talk about, I love the comments. Keep them coming, guys. I want to talk about, first and foremost, about working hard. Here's a question I have for you. Do you feel you got to work hard, meaning hard, bring a lot of effort into something for it to work, for it to create success? For example, in business, do you feel you got to work hard to make money in your business? If that is what you feel, that is something that you feel is real, let me know in the chat how you feel about that. Do you feel it's true for you that you need to work hard to make money, to create success? Let me know in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. Because I felt this. I felt that I had to work hard. And when I thought hard, it was like I had to work hard, meaning like lots of hours. You know, and here's what happened with me. I grew up in a situation where people who I knew growing up that had a lot of wealth were people who were always really busy, working really long hours and working really hard. So obviously, as I was growing up, that was like the programming I was creating in my mind. Like, okay, you want to make a lot of money, you got to work hard. Sometimes you need to work hard, yes. And I'm going to talk about this because I think it's a very important concept about working hard. And here's the thing, but here's what I realized, guys. I'm going to ask you, and ask yourself this question too. Does everyone in your life right now that you know who works really hard, works like long hours, works hard, are they all like super wealthy rich or no? So I asked myself this question. I'm like, okay, this is true, right? This is all like my internal coaching. I remember sitting down. I remember like I was actually on a trip. I was in LA. I had gone to this event of my coach, like this mastermind. And, you know, seeing all these women, like it was a group of 200 women, right? We were all part of this mastermind. We were all part of this program. And we had met in LA. And I remember sitting in the like, it was the lobby. And I was like watching, like I was like in my jacket, like I didn't know anybody yet, right? I eventually got to know everybody in the room. But I was sitting in the lobby and watching everyone go. And I had seen everyone on the Facebook group, like people who were making success, people who were already making money, people like were all of that. And I was just like sitting there watching people walk by. And I asked myself, because I was thinking about this, like, oh my God, like, do I really need to work hard to reach the results that I want to reach? And what I realized while I was sitting there in that hotel in LA, and it was like a Wednesday morning. It was a Wednesday morning. I was sitting there, I was watching people pass by, and I was just thinking to myself, all these people, right? Like if everyone is working hard, why are they not already wealthy? Because I was looking at this guy who was like the bell guy. He was going up and down, all about, right? And making things happen, like working things. And here's a curious thing about him that really got me curious. He was still available. Like and then I got into conversation. I'm like, yeah, so how long have you been working here? And he told me he'd been working there for 7 years. And while I was talking with him, he's like, yeah, I work hard. And I was like, wow, you've been working here 7 years and you've been working hard. Why, like, have you reached the goals you've reached? Because at the moment I was already studying coaching and I was like always asking questions to people, right? And he's like, I don't know, like I just know you got to work hard. But I'm like, are you making more money than you are when you started? He's like, not really. I was like, that's interesting. And then it came to me, all the people I know who are working really, really hard, long hours, are not necessarily making a lot of money. And they're actually stuck in the same, many people are actually stuck in the same space. And here's what I realized. It's not really about working hard. It's really about working smart. It's about being strategic. It's about really, following that flow, following the demand and really providing value. It's about that game and flow and circulation of value. And, for those of you who know me, know this story that I went into research. I went into interviewing people, women from all around the world to find out, does everyone work, like, do we need to work hard? Because I had this thing, like I had to, but then it was like this internal conflict that I honestly had with myself. And I did this research and I interviewed lots of people all around the world, all women, right? Because I really wanted to understand the woman mindset, right? And I noticed that these women who were having this amazing life around their family, kids, an amazing marriage, amazing relationship with their parents. For me, it was important to look for women who are not only like wealthy, but women who are really having like that all-rounded lifestyle, like really researching, right? To see, and all of them, and I was asking them about their hours of work, their schedule, and it was so interesting that many of them, the majority, were not necessarily working full, meaning lots of hours, right? But what they were doing was they were working smart and they were very consistent in the things they were doing. They were not people who were quitting on a strategy. They were not people, like they were telling, many of them were saying like, yeah, if I went I decided to do a business venture, I went through it. And even though I failed, even though whatever happened, I went through it until I got results, And I was like, that is so important. Like they were keep on going. And that is what I want to share with you today, right? Do you need to work hard? What I realized in my own research, my own journey, not necessarily, it's really about being smart, it's about being strategic, and it's about being consistent, right? So make an intention decision today that you're going to be consistent. It's also about focusing on those activities. There's a law that say that the 80-20, do you guys have heard of that? I think it's the Pareto law, the 80-20 rule. It's like 20% of the things we actually do actually create results, right? And the 80% is not necessarily, it's like we're not wasting time. But it's so interesting. But notice yourself every day that you're working. Are you in that mindset, oh my God, I'm working hard, I'm so tired, I'm so busy, oh my God, no time. Earlier today, I was talking to this woman who was like, before I even told her anything, she's like, I have no time. And I'm like, okay, do you want to achieve this result? She's like, yeah. I'm like, wait, you don't have time? Like, are you able and willing to invest at least 2-3 hours a week? She's like, she was thinking about it. And I'm like, do you want to or do you not? Like, if not, that's fine. You know what I mean? She's like, no, I want to. I'm like, okay, then are you willing to invest 3 hours a week? And she's like, okay, yes, I am. But it's so important, right? And notice yourself every day in your life when you are working your business, going through your things. What are you doing every day? Are you taking actions that are going to create results, or are you taking actions that are just spinning, are busy work? For example, I can sit here and take all my Post-its and organize them and be busy organizing my Post-its. Like I have a lot of Post-its, guys. I love Post-its. I can sit here and organize all my Post-its and take 2-3 hours easily organizing Post-its. Is that something that's going to create results, or is that something that's just busy work? Or I could do something that's going to actually help me create results. I can, put together my offer. I can put together a presentation, things that will really help me generate. I can talk to some clients, right? Make an offer, get into sales calls, whatever it is, right? Action that will really generate results, right? So it's really important to notice, are you doing busy work and working lots of hours and getting tired because you're doing busy work that's actually draining you? Or are you creating results? And this is the situation I see a lot of in corporate, right? When I was in corporate, when I was working full-time in a job, right? Which is nothing wrong with it. It's amazing to work in a job. I think it's the best experience ever. And in that process of working a job, like I could so see, like, am I really generating results for my employer, or am I just spinning and doing something and not really creating results? Today that I have a business and employ people, I see it's so important to make sure that they're generating results, not just being busy. It's so easy to be busy. I knew this person who had a full-time job, who was working like from 6 in the morning to 10 at night, like busy, tired, working long hours, working hard. But at the end of the day, I was asking him, like, what was the results? Like, what was your goal every month? What was the results you were getting? He's like, I don't know, sure, but I'm working hard. And it's like, you're not, like, what's the result, right? And then on the other side, you see people who are working, let's say 9 to 5 or whatever it is. Again, I'm just talking corporate here, who are so focused on results. They're focused on focusing on, they're getting results. Not so do you see this? Like, this is really, I want to share this with you because I want to like break that mindset around I need to work hard to make money. It's really about being smart. And this takes me to the one thing that will really help you create success, right? This one thing is discipline. It's really important. You know, I see a lot of people saying like, oh, I'm going to be in flow. And this 21 days is all about being in flow, right? I'm all a big believer in flow, but being in flow is as well being in flow in your discipline. If you're wanting to lose weight, as an example, you have to have the discipline of eating properly, the discipline of exercising. If you just stop doing that, it's not going to happen, right? Same with business, same with money. It's like if you want results, you got to be consistent in your marketing, consistent in your offering, not just quit, right? So this is so important. This takes me to my lesson that I learned from my first half marathon. Actually, I signed up to a half marathon in November 2 years back. So this is 2016 in Santa Barbara, right? So I was traveling there. I was going to go there, booked my hotel, everything. I was going to go do my first half marathon ever there. I started training in June, so it was 6 months. It was going to be around 6 months from having trained. And I was excited that I was going to, be training for this half marathon. And I was training. I was consistent, right? And interesting enough, here's what I realized. I was consistent till the last 2 months before the half marathon. Before the half marathon, 2 months before, I stopped being consistent because I felt like I'm done, right? I stopped the discipline. Like I wasn't taking the discipline seriously. And in that day of the half marathon, the day before, I actually woke up feeling horrible. I usually, touch wood, never fall sick. I always take care of myself. Like I'm always like resting, things like that. And I'd fallen sick. I actually had like something in my tummy, like my tummy wasn't well. And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this running with my tummy ill? And I remember talking to my coach, talking to my colleagues, crying, like tears, being like, I'm not going. I couldn't get up, The day of, my trainer was like, look, see how you feel. If you feel good by 6, you can totally come by 6 a.m. If not, like, it's okay. And I already paid for all of this, right? So it was like, my skin was in the game. I trained, all of it. And I woke up at 5 feeling horrible till 6 felt horrible. And we're calling her saying like, I won't be able to I just cannot get up. Like I was in the bathroom all the time. 6:10, I was okay. 7 a.m., I was feeling amazing. I had actually then gone for the day and had done some, like went to do some tourism. And I share this with you because how powerful is my mind? My mind was so much in resistance, right? And the resistance didn't start the day before of the half marathon. The resistance actually started 2 months when I was already resisting my training. And you see this in business a lot. And I want you to really hear this from me and hear this as a lesson. Notice the resistance that shows up. Because the resistance doesn't show up before you make the money. Like it's already showing up. And that's what I learned from my first half marathon, right? Like if I would have caught up that resistance 2 months before when I was already resisting doing my trainings, I would have been in a better place. Does that make sense? To show up for my training full force, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today in the half marathon experience, crazy experience. And long story short, that was November. I could not do it. I signed up for another one in March the following year. Couldn't do it because the day before was my best friend's wedding. And I was like, it's not going to work, like I won't have rested properly. So I did it last year in July. I did my first half marathon. I did it. I finished it. And the power was to do the exercise. The power was to keep the discipline. And this is key, guys. I'm a big believer in flow, but there's so much power in the flow, in being disciplined in your flow, right? Like, because there's times resistance will come up, but like when you just go there and not let the resistance control you, but flow with the resistance versus it controlling you, there's a big miracle moment that happens from that, right? So beautiful, guys, beautiful. So I want you guys to share with me today, what has been your takeaway from this day 2 of the 21 days of flow? Share with me in the comments. If you're watching the replay, what has been your takeaway from today? Because again, guys, the goal of 21 days, the content of the 21 days is geared to you, to helping you really shift your mind and your energy so you can take action in creating the life that you want, right? That is really the goal. So it's really important when we do trainings like this, that we participate in things like this, to really hone in into what we are learning, right? Hey, Yelena, so share with me in the comments, guys, what is your takeaway? What is your takeaway? What are you learning? What are you taking out from this video? And as I mentioned earlier today, we do have, I'm just looking at my team message here, the winner of, it's so exciting. We do already have the winner. Let's see who's the winner actually. So we do here have the winner of yesterday's book. So I'm just gonna see here my teams. Actually, we were using Google to choose it, which is super fun. And guys, sorry about my puppy there. He gets, let's just say he gets excited here. Awesome, so let's see the winner. Okay, let's see here. The winner is, okay, this is exciting, Martha Grutka. So Martha Grutka, I'm gonna message you. You are the winner of the book of yesterday. I'm not sure if you are here. If you are, congratulations. Really excited to have you. I will be sending your book. And guys, make sure you join me every day. I'll be doing giveaways, cool stuff. And if there's anything specific that you want to hear from me, learn from me, or me to share, you know, hit me up a message. You can hit me up a message in DM, direct message me on Instagram, or Facebook message me on Facebook, and I will, you know, take that into consideration for the 21 days of flow. So have an awesome, beautiful day, guys. I love your takeaways, by the way. Biggie, Jane, DTRL, resistance. It's important to notice the resistance, because here's what happens. We don't even notice the resistance, or we notice it and we ignore it. Then we're asking ourselves, why don't we have the success that we want to achieve? It's important, right? And the other thing too, I love this, Jenny. I was just gonna say that expect resistance. It's normal. We're human beings. I feel sometimes we expect the ride to be smooth, but if we're always looking into growing and getting better, part of being in flow is part of going with those waves and not allowing those waves to affect us emotionally, right? I see, I used to be the person who used to get so emotionally triggered by the smallest things. I still get triggered. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I still get triggered. I'm gonna share with you a lot of triggers that have been happening in the past months as well, in the upcoming days, because I think it's important in sharing that. So you know that you're not alone, right? But I think there's so much power in noticing them and riding those waves, right? So we don't let them get to us, and not really ride with them, because that is part of being a flow. Life is up and down, and if we're just happy because the situation is happy, that's not, life will go up and down, and we gotta be okay with that and ready for that, and not get triggered by that and be like, oh my God, oh, cool, interesting, the situation happened. It's the mindset, right? So stick with me for these 21 days so you can be influenced in your mindset, and you will start seeing what starts happening in the way you think and the way you show up in your life and business, which is really exciting. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome, beautiful day, and thank you for joining me today. Mwah! Bye, guys. Bye.